Hey everybody, Scott Barboza for ESPNBoston.com. High school's coming at you from the Hawk Bowl. It was another riveting, thrilling, what else can you say, overtime battle here between Old Catholic Conference rivals BC High and Xaverian. 11-9 win for the Hawks coming away in overtime, joined, of course, by Brendan Hall. Brendan, I mean, you could say this was the best, one of the better games you saw all year, but then again, the 44 minutes of regulation were just about forgettable, too.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of thrillers, and they've been high-scoring thrillers for the most part. This was more of the throwback, the old Michigan State, Notre Dame, kill Bubba kill kind of games, right? Both teams were just having a hard time getting the ball moving, very run-heavy, weren't able to get any big downfield plays for the most part. I thought at the end of the game, Ismail Songwed carried the team on his back, and unfortunately a fumble there. Joe Gaziano lands on it, a couple strikes downfield, and they went to overtime. But how about Jake Farrell? Yeah. The gumption of that kid at the end of the game. He's a creative guy. He's not the best thrower downfield, but he can make plays happen with his feet. He can extend plays and get guys open. Two very two very nice calls there in overtime to win it, and then Kenny Kearns rumbling in. You get a feel for Connor Walsh, another inch, as Charlie Stevenson said, and that could have been a two-point conversion, and they got to go into second overtime.
From our vantage point, it almost looked like he had it. It was almost a David Tyree top of the crown of the helmet type of situation. But, of course, really, I think the key to this game, taking a look back at our regulation here, the turnovers. Again, obviously, Xaverian wins that battle 3-1. The Gaziano fumble recovery with BC High pretty much just salting away the clock, needs a field goal in that situation, obviously was huge. Xaverian could have well went down in defeat here. But also earlier in the game, BC High are kind of fortunate to hang around with this one too. 2 turnovers or 2 giveaways in the first half. Xaverian not able to execute two, but we talked about this a little bit with Farrell in the post game. Just being able to kind of shake off that regulation and just get things going. They were able to find some seams here in the passing game here today.
Yeah, a little bit. I think they were able to push the seams pretty well. I think Ozzy has some nice targets there in Agent King and Gaziano and the like. And I think this passing game has continued to improve all season long. Obviously, against Attleboro, that's going to be a different challenge there. But as the game progressed, things were able to get open. But I just thought overall this is just a very physical battle. Yeah. 2 conservative offenses. You knew what was coming. Yeah. You knew how they were going to try to control them between the tackle box. I have to imagine a lot of players are pretty sore after this one.
Yeah. And before we get kicked out here, let's just take a quick look with the road ahead here. Obviously, we'll be back here presumably next Saturday at the Hawk Bowl again with Attleboro coming in. Attleboro, man, Brennan, very impressive last night. 19 unanswered points, obviously, in the second half. Kind of similar quarterbacks here a little bit with Walsh and Farrell.
Yeah, Tim Walsh presents a lot of similarities to Farrell. I think he's a little bit more unpredictable than Farrell is. Farrell kind of that option quarterback. Walsh is kind of a, hey, let's make something happen kind of a quarterback, right? Damon Bellin, I think, is going to be a huge key to that, running behind those big linemen. But, man, they got so many targets, and they do a lot of shifts and motions and put guys on the perimeter for immediate mismatches. I really look forward to seeing this one. This is going to be a big X's and O's kind of a, we talk about chess matches. This one's going to be one of those speed chess matches, right? You have to hit the clock, right? I can't wait to see what this one does on Saturday.
Yeah, it'll be a good one. And of course, we'll have you covered in the lead up and on Saturday and all the way on the road to Gillette. For Brendan Hall, I'm Scott Barboza for ESPNBoston.com High Schools.